I have some show of hands lightning round questions, and then we'll get back to the main round of questions. Everybody likes the lightning round, right? This is the low-hanging fruit. We can just kind of clock in on certain issues. Who thinks that religious groups should be allowed to conduct services in public schools on the weekends? Raise your hand if you think that that is a good idea.
As long as they pay.
Okay.
I agree with that, as long as they pay, and I think public schools should be allowed to rent out space for the benefit of the city.
Understood. Next question. Who would continue the city's policy of refusing to settle the Central Park 5 case? In other words, to reverse that, is everyone in favor of settling that case?
Yes.
Hands up? Yes. 2 yeses and no. If elected, which of you would commit to not trying to extend your elected term as provided in the city charter?
Tell that to Chris Quinn.
Yes, but what I have in mind, I'll probably only have one term anyway.
They'll be here shortly. Who would commit to phasing out the use of carriage horses in New York City?
Well, horse, I think.
Carriage horses in New York City.
Carriage horses.
Yes. Okay. All right, thank you. Who thinks that religious groups should be allowed to conduct services in public schools on the weekends? Raise your hand if you think that's a good idea.
If they wait in line for an opportunity like any other nonprofit, and they pay the same fee as any other nonprofit, yes.
Should be discriminated against just because they're a religious organization. If other nonprofits can do so.
Who would continue the city's policy of refusing to settle the Central Park 5 case?
The Central Park 5 case needs to be settled.
Who
Settled with payment, settled with
wants to
payment.
settle?
Who wants to settle?
Yes, your question was who would continue.
Well,
the
this is
contract.
true. Yes, it's a double negative. Let's just clear it out. Who would like to settle the case?
Settle the case with a fair payment for the victim.
Okay. If elected, who would commit to not trying to extend his term as provided in the city charter?
Let me stand up on that.
Who would commit to phasing out the use of carriage horses in New York City?
I'm sorry, please.
Ready to, this is raise your hand if you will phase out the use of carriage horses in New York City.
I favor the NISLA plan. I favor the steep NISLA plan.
Okay.
I favor an immediate ban.
And finally, if elected mayor, would you be for allowing the New York City Housing Authority to permit luxury development on tenant parks, parking lots, and playgrounds?
Not the vote on plan.
Absolutely not.
No hands on that. Okay, good. Thank you. Let's go back to our questions.
Did you ask the Republicans the same question?
I did.
And we'd love to know the answer.